What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about LCX token today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 24th day of June, and here we are at about 12.36 cents after a nice bit of volatility, a nice pump. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny, the kind of perspective? It's like now it seems like, oh, this thing's a piece of crap. But really, the reality is, guys, you pumped up a lot yesterday, right? From the low here to where you are now, you're up 40%, man. That's more than most cryptos are. That's like double, more than triple even what most cryptos did over the last 24 hours. So a little volatility never hurt anybody, right? Imagine you're up at 15 cents right now watching the price. You're like, oh, why didn't I sell? That sounded louder than it was. Why didn't I buy at 12.3 cents? It's up at 15 cents. Why didn't I buy here? You're at that price now. It's an opportunity. You think that this thing's going to go down? I mean, maybe. You never know. That's a lot of volume coming in, you guys. That's a lot of volume coming in on this move up. Bullish divergence at the low. Yes, I understand. It looks like it's just another lower high in this series of lower highs, but this is something's got to give at some point, man. I don't think it's going to be to the downside either, right? I mean, we look at this. You can kind of see it with your eyes, right? I can see it. Maybe here, let me help you see it, right? You look at this, lower lows. You see that? Are you diverging from this trend line? Yes, you are. You see this? We connect. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. You put this right here at that low. Come on, right there at that low. Oh, it's so close. Right there to that low. Do you see? Are we diverging from that trend line? Absolutely, we are. With this, and that's bullish, by the way. Rounding out, that's bullish. You can see the bottom is rounding out on the lows here. We take the highs, we come down. I mean, hell, are you diverging from this trend line? I guess technically kind of, but not really. Like I don't really like this personally. Look at the difference between this trend line here. It's got one touch point versus all these touch points here on that first trend line, right? I think we should shave it down to the area that makes the most sense. To me, that makes the most sense. We got more touch points. Are we diverging from this trend line, or are we interacting with it? Are we even penetrating it? We're penetrating it, right? It's the bullish effect is visibly being seen here in this downtrend. Yes, you have lower highs. Yes, you have lower lows. Yes, this is another lower high, but it's different. I think it's different. It's the most bullish lower high that you've had. High to low, going all the way up to your 382 area. That's pretty common to do. I wouldn't be surprised if you moved up higher, found resistance. You probably do move up higher. You get some wicked volatility, move up to that like 16-cent zone, maybe even 17 cents, something like that. You could pull back from there and come back down to the exact same price you're at now. Wouldn't that be crazy? Up and then down again and then up again. That's actually very normal to move from here to your 382 down to your 236 and then your golden ratio. Right there. It's a very standard procedure, actually. Typically, you expect to find resistance at the golden ratio. What if you don't? What if you go to the 786, 886, and you pull back to the golden ratio for support, and then you continue to run? That's even more bullish, right? And this thing's definitely got that capability. We look at LCX here on CoinMarketCap. Okay, $116 million market cap with $3.5 million in volume over the past 24 hours. That's not a lot, but to be fair, this, for whatever reason, this coin just doesn't see a lot of volume. But it still makes big moves to the upside. It makes big moves to the downside too, even with low levels of volume. But 3%, it's not really desirable. It's kind of undesirable volume. But who knows? We'll see if this thing can pick itself up. Maybe whenever it gets more exciting. I think that this is the beginning of good things to come. We saw some of the most volume on a daily basis that we've seen since our last great move that we had, right? And back here, if you're looking at the low from October 31st to the high there, that was about a 400% move right there. Most cryptos did like 70% to 140% of a move, right? You outperformed the average crypto then. My expectation would be you continue to do so. That's probably what's going to happen. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We'll zoom back out to the long-term stuff, okay? 12.4 cents now, 43, and I'm pretty sure wasn't there some news that happened with LCX? Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see. June 12th, to discuss crypto regulations, LCX global expansion and token. So they made it on CNBC or CNBC. I always want to say MSNBC, CNBC. Let's see. UTXO, Hydra, Cardano isn't just advanced. They're listing new coins all the time. This is what it was. Yeah. Sneak peek the new LCX wallet interface. I think this is why they popped off, because they have an LCX wallet now app on their phone, and it's now ready for deployment. This is a brand new thing, and I think it's going off well, right? I mean, effectively, they're like the Coinbase of the EU. Of Europe, right? Like, and probably not. Coinbase is the Coinbase over there, right? They're a very large exchange too, but LCX, I think, is front running a lot of regulatory stances, and they're in a prime position to, I think, be integrated across Europe more so than a lot of exchanges are. Right? The EU, whether you like them or not, that's not what I'm trying to say, but they don't like Binance. They don't like Coinbase. They give them stricter regulations, and Coinbase and Binance probably doesn't even like them either. But they give them business because, well, that's good business, right? To have your hands across different pockets of the world, right? But they literally say it here: fastest growing regulated crypto exchange in Europe, driven by purpose, powered by crypto integrity. I thought that they had something else. Maybe it was like the front runner for regulation, but whatever. It's still very bullish in my opinion. And it's very early, right? You're at $117 million market cap, very low market cap coin, something like this. I mean, you can see tens of billions of dollars, man, by the end of this cycle. And at that rate, you've got a 100x coin, multi 100x coin, even at this rate here. I know we don't talk about it all the time, but let's be fair, it's been pretty damn boring. This move down has been a slow bleed down. It's gotten exciting recently on this drop, but here you are, bouncing now. I think this bounce is a little bit different. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, actually, let's look back at the 1-hour time frame. Coming down here, finding lower lows in the RSI with higher lows in the price. You're moving up with volume, clearly, and you're moving down without volume. You already have very low volume, so you're moving down with absolutely minuscule amounts of volume. I don't think that that's anything to be concerned with, right? It's very bullish. You look like you're at an area. If you connect the dots here with these lows, you look like you're at an area to bounce and continue growing higher. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. Hidden bullish divergence is what that's called. That's a good thing as well. I would think that you move up higher. Let's look at the relative low to relative high here. Low to high, 382. Perfect. Perfect. It's beautiful. It's meant to be. You're going up, 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 up. And if you go lower, go to 11 cents, 10 cents. Do it. Whatever. That's fine. Bounce from there. You're at 12 cents now. Drop a little bit. Give us some more volatility and move up. This thing has been very tradable and volatile on the way up. I would expect that whenever we go up to about 16 to 17 cents, it'll probably sell off. You'll probably come back down to here, and then boom. It's gonna be continuously volatile. Very tradable coin if you're looking to trade it. 4-hour time frame here. Overbought, looking bullish. Okay, looking bullish right now. Very bullish posturing. Now you just got to run with it. Okay, run with it. Get back into the overbought zone. Stay above the 50. Here, you see how you were getting oversold and you were staying below the 50. You'd get above the 50 and then back below it. You're just predominantly living below. That was very bearish. Do that, but to the upside, right? Stay above the 50, or if you get below the 50, be there for a very short amount of time and come back up and get into that overbought zone over and over and over again. Continue to do that and continue to move higher. I think you will. I think you're going to run with this really well. Looking at this on a weekly basis, essentially you're performing like the average altcoin. How do we know that, right? Well, if we take others, we look at the others chart right here, which is the average altcoin. Okay, you zoom out a little bit, you can see that this chart, I mean, does it not look exactly like LCX's chart? You've got this kind of like, it's like a parallelogram of a pattern, right? LCX here, it's kind of got this it's even more volatile, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's probably because it's got lower liquidity. But yeah, that's bullish as hell. Higher lows nonetheless. The last time that you were down here, you went all the way up to 40 cents. You're at 12.4 cents now. My expectation would be that by the end of July, or maybe sometime in August, by the end of this next move, we'd be well above 40 cents. You're going to be at new all-time highs, or at least new relative highs. Let's see, where are the all-time highs for this thing? Yeah. New relative highs, new all-time highs, same thing. High to low here. We're going to put that there. Come on now, get right there. Come on, there we go. All right. And we're going to put a high to low here. High to low right there. Yep. The golden ratio of these extensions don't even line up with the minimum target over here. So you're going to see, I mean, dude, from here, you're probably going to rip all the way up to about $1.60 to $1.90. You're going to see something on the lines like a 12x to a 16x move. That's my expectation, okay? And maybe even more than that. Maybe even do more than that. 12x to 16x move for LCX here. If you bought the lows, good job. I mean, that just amplifies the gains even more. And if you take it upon yourself to trade, I mean, it's very tradable. It's absolutely very tradable. I know that these moves look like they're just moving straight up the whole time, but it's very volatile throughout all these weeks, right? It looks like it just moved from a low to a high there, but there's volatility. Even on these weeks here where it's big like this, you can look back on the daily time frame and find that there's look at the volatility every time you wick down. There's just it's tradable. It's so tradable. Here, wick down, low. I mean, look, you're moving up in like a straight line, and in the midst of it, from a high to a low, you drop 24%. It's so tradable. This coin could make a lot of money for anybody who's trading it actively, or if you're just buying and holding it to anybody's delight, whatever you want to do. It's very versatile that way, and I think that it's an interesting project to watch. You're at key areas of support here, prior support right there. Also at key areas of prior resistance there, key areas of prior resistance there. Finding support here is a very good look. Low to high. Bounce off the golden ratio. You have a higher low here. That's all we can ask for. You're looking productive in your fibs. You're going to go up higher. The weekly RSI looks bullish as hell. You get an overbought. No problem there. You hate getting oversold. In fact, you just can't get oversold. Weakest moments, weeks, months of downside turmoil in the price and you just can't get oversold. But it takes you freaking 3 weeks to get overbought. This thing wants to rip to the upside. It's just being held down, as is the rest of the market for whatever reason. Dominance keeps increasing for Bitcoin. Ethereum hasn't run yet. There's so many different reasons that money supply hasn't stepped in yet. Risk on assets are not a viable thing to invest in at the moment, but or maybe they are right now, but it's not like clear across the board yet. Whenever it is clear, this thing's going to rip. It's going to rip really, really hard, and I think it will. This is a very bullish phase of accumulation down here at the bear market lows. We love those W shapes, man. And what you're doing here, it's funky. It's a funky pattern. It's like a parallelogram. I don't know what to call it. Maybe it's a diamond. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I do expect you're going to have some bullish resolution. It'll take you to new all-time highs. And again, this thing is 100x potential. So with that, you could be worth $12, $24, $50 by the end of the cycle. Who knows? I mean, we take this here from November 2021 to the low here, December 2022. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw something that was just above 25 bucks. That's actually what I would expect personally. So probably like a 200x or something like that. At least somewhere around 8 to 11 bucks. Maybe at the bare minimum, $3.64. But even from here, what is that? I mean, that's a 28x. That's about average. But this thing's been outperforming. It's performing above average. So I doubt it. I think that you'll probably see something on the lines of an $8 to an $11 price, if not likely something around 30 bucks, maybe just below, just above, something like that by the end of the cycle, early 2026 or very, very late 2025. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.